Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To all viewers and brothers sisters, I'm Asaf Rahman. Today is the pretty special one, the video. Before starting, I will recite the one verse of the Holy Quran along with the translation, and I'll talk about it, inshallah. So here we go. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Mathalu nurihi kamishkatun fiha misbah. المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنه كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسنا نار نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم صدق الله العظيم. Now the translation I'll explain. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of His light is that of a niche in which there is a lamp. The lamp is in a glass. The glass looks like a bright star. It is lit by the oil of a blessed tree, the olive, which is neither eastern nor western. Its oil is about to emit light, even though the fire has not touched it. It is light upon light. Allah guides to His light to whomsoever He wills. Allah describes examples for the people, and Allah knows everything well. Now, basically, there is the words which I have recited, and the translation I've mentioned is from Surah number 24 of the Holy Quran. The name of Surah is Surah Nur, which means the light. And in that Surah, the verse number 35. Now, basically, this verse is called the verse of light, and the name of the surah has been the Surah Nur has been named based on the particular of this verse actually. Now this verse is actually the tafsir of it. I won't be able to explain right now because the tafsir is so long that it will take at least more than an hour actually to explain everything and because the thing and that this tafsir is pretty much difficult to understand. It's pretty much a lot because there's quite a lot of philosophical things talks about, and even goes to the extent of tazkiyah and ihsan also actually. And there's a lot of mufassirin, Sahaba Karam mufassirin, and later on the mufassirin scholars of the past and the present, muqaddimin and muakhirin also has given a very deep explanation about this verse actually. So I won't be able to go into that detail also, and obviously I'm not a mufassir that I can go to that level also to explain everything. It's really not of my hands actually. But still, in spite of that, I'll, in a very simple just way, I'll try to explain as much as I can. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help me on that. And the tafsir from the Sahaba Karam write like Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhum, Qab radiyallahu anhum, Abdullah ibn Masud radiyallahu anhum. These Sahaba Karam have given a tafsir of this ayat also, as well as the mufassirin of the later times, a very big great mufassirs of Islam, which one of them is Imam Razi rahimahullah ta'ala. In his tafsir book, Tafsir Kabir, he has mentioned in deep length. And Tafsir Mazahiri also, it's been explained also. And there are even greater scholars like Imam Ghazali rahimullah and Imam Shah Waliullah Muhaddith Dehlvi rahimullah. They have also explained a deep explanation on this verse. And not only that, not only they have given commentary, these two scholars, Imam Ghazali and Imam Shah Waliullah rahimullah alim, they have also explained the philosophical aspect of it, even to a certain extent that Imam Ghazali rahimullah has written a separate book called Mishkat al-Anwar, and that book is based on the explanation of this verse actually. So it's such a big basically a tafsir of this ayah that is really not possible to explain in such a short time, in just 10 to 15 minutes whatever. But I'll explain as much as give a simple explanation how about it to understand easily. So basically, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is trying to convey to the readers who is reading the Quran that the heaven and the earth is the light is from the Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and they are given the example of a light of a niche which has a lamp, and lamp which has a lamp and it has a fire lit inside, which brights like a star, and in that light the oil which is put inside is the olive oil actually. Now how does one understand from the philosophical aspect is that now you're in the complete dark over here, and in that there's a niche of a light is coming out from a lamp, and that lamp which is the lamp itself which has a glass, and glass is so clean that you can clearly see everything what is there inside, the light coming out from it. And the light, when it comes out in all the directions, not like it's coming from one direction and is blocked from the other way, that the light cannot go in this way. The light doesn't pass throughout the whole direction actually, and there's where the light is giving a very bright giving a very bright like a bright star at the complete darkness. And when the lamp is being lit, it's actually also lit by an oil, and that oil which is being used is the oil used from the olive oil which comes out from the tree. Now that tree is that kind of tree where during from the morning till evening, the olive tree is getting a complete sunlight from the sun, whether the sun rises from the east to the west also, still the tree is going to getting all the complete sunlight from the sun itself, and there's nowhere is blocked anywhere around over there itself. And when this olive tree gets a complete sunlight from the sun, then the oil which comes out of it is a properly oil comes out of it. It's not like it's some sort of there's some sort of what is an unpure oil is there. It's a complete pure oil, and that oil is so pure that even if the fire is not lit on that also, it still shows a complete glow and lightness from that oil itself. So adding that oil in that lamp itself will increase more light actually. It will glow more, the light will be upon light. That's what it really means. Now, so this is what is this verse trying to explain. And during the olden days, now there's a lot of lights around the whole life everywhere, outside and inside, and now the LED lights are coming over there, But in those days, early in this, even the time of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the only way to see through darkness was through the lamps only, right? That's the only way. So this is how it is trying to explain the verse now. Now, how this verse is being compared with. Now, some of the Mufassirin has given a comparison of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is the light from coming throughout the whole heavens and the earth from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. This light has been compared with the hidayah from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, the guidance from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. That it is Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who gives the guidance to everyone whomsoever He wills, actually, depending on how much effort, how much enthusiasm we are, actually. That's what is the meaning. And not only that, another explanation from other scholars, some Mufassirin, they give that they compare this light with the creation of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. All the heaven and the earth is all complete creation of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Everything else has been created by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala and no one else. Everything. That's another explanation. Some of the Mufassir has given an explanation that this light of the lamp talks about, where there's a lamp and the oil has been put inside. It has been compared with the what do you say, of a Muslim, a devoted Muslim called Mu'min. It has been compared with such that the niche is a chest, and the lamp is inside the heart itself actually, which glows, which throws light actually, and the oil which has been put inside it, olive oil which is put inside, is the Quran and Sunnah actually. So the moment when it gets the guidance from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, that light itself on his heart, that one heart is coming, that light is coming from this moment's heart. That is the hidayah coming from moment's heart. Now the other one light, that's the internal part. The external part is the light which is the moment receives it. That is the moment receiving the Quran and Sunnah. That the other external light is coming on the moment's heart, and he observes it. He feels it. His iman increases, and his amal salihah increases more. I mean, he becomes more devotion, and not only does more, that even the kind of salah, everything kind of amal he does is so much devotion that it becomes a more further guidance. I mean, he moves more further towards Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. He reaches more close to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So that is light upon light. That's another. Some of the Mufassirin, they say that this comparison of a light and the lamp and with the oil coming, the only one who has received the best part of the light and has the best heart is from none other than Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's obvious. There's no one in the whole earth or throughout the whole mankind can have a more better heart and can need the best guidance from Allah other than Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's one thing. Some of them Mufassirin has given the what do you say? Given the explanation that this Noor means the Quran and Sunnah also. So these are quite a lot of explanation is mentioned over here. I cannot get into so much detail, and if you read the tafsir also, quite a lot of tafsir of this ayat, quite a lot of tafsir. So there's quite a lot of things I've missed out over here, because obviously it is such a depth thing and it's so philosophical thing that I had to read at least 25 tafsirs to understand this ayat actually. A very well-known mufassirin actually. And you can imagine Imam Razi Rahimullah in his Tafsir al-Khabir has given a complete detailed explanation. Imam Shah Waliullah Muhammad Ali Rahimullah has not only given an explanation of this tafsir, but he has mentioned the philosophy also of this tafsir. And Imam Ghazali Rahimullah has actually written a separate book called Mishkat al-Anwar, explaining the tafsir of this verse itself actually. So you can imagine how valuable and how such important this ayat is for all of us actually. Reciting this thing, understanding and deepening inside in the heart, pondering over it and feeling it actually is a different level than I myself giving an explanation to you actually. I would suggest you should read this ayat, you should read the tafsir also to understand this thing, I would say. And even then I would say, like, after reading 25 tafsirs, I still have not completely 100% understood everything, like what this tafsir is mainly all about actually. So my feeling, like, why I have talked about this ayat is like it's not just about only knowledge. The knowledge is obviously very important, what external thing, the internal part where we as a human being, as a Muslim, a woman has to feel and realize about that how close can we be towards Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Even in spite of living in the busy world, like we have our jobs, everything, our family life and all stuff we have, which is all important. But in spite of all that, we have to have our own time focusing our own self, like how we can be a better person, how can we be a better Muslim and be closer to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala actually. And realizing this verse will actually help you a lot being close to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. This itself will give you an energy boost within your heart, your soul and mind. And receiving an external part, as a Quran Sunnah, giving that energy from there itself which gives you itself light upon light. Nurun ala Nurun. That's what it's all about. You know. So that's all for it. That's the explanation I can give as much as I can. If there is any shortcomings I have talked about this tafsir, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala please forgive me everything. Any comments you have, please do comment down. Like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I have a new social media profile started, which is the Instagram. Please do also follow and like that also. Inshallah, I'll be posting some videos and photos also. Kind of a different genre from here, but still under the same theme about it. Thank you so much for everything. Inshallah, I'll meet you again in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.